The galaxy is a funeral pyre, and the smoke is rising from the Jedi Temple. We've seen this story 1,000 times. The duel on the lava banks, the high ground, the burning of a hero. But history is a fragile thing, and today, history breaks. On the bridge of a Venator-class Star Destroyer, Ahsoka Tano didn't just survive Order 66. She didn't just hide. She felt the tremor in the Force. She felt her master's soul shatter, and instead of going into exile, she did the one thing no one expected. She went to him. The air on Mustafar is thick with sulfur and the smell of death. Anakin Skywalker stands on the landing pad, his eyes fixed on the horizon of fire. He expects Obi-Wan. He expects judgment. He expects the lecture of a master who never truly understood his pain. But the ship that descends isn't a Jedi shuttle. It's a stolen AR-C-170, scarred and smoking. As the canopy slides back, the figure that leaps down isn't wearing the robes of a negotiator. It's the apprentice who walked away. Anakin's hand goes to his belt. His voice is a low growl, vibrating with the power of the dark side. Why are you here, Ahsoka? Did the Council send you to finish what they started? Did they send a child to kill a dragon? Ahsoka doesn't reach for her lightsabers. She walks toward him, her footsteps heavy on the metal plating. She looks at him, really looks at him, and she doesn't see a monster. She sees the man who taught her how to survive. "The Council is gone, Anakin," she says, her voice steady. "And I'm not here for them. They threw me away. They turned their backs on me the moment things got difficult." Sound familiar? Anakin pauses. The yellow glow in his eyes flickers. This isn't the fight he prepared for. He wanted a reason to hate. He wanted a reason to strike out. But how can you hate the person who suffered the exact same betrayal? "I've seen what you did," he says, his voice cracking. "I've brought peace to the Republic." "No," Ahsoka counters. "You brought an end to the lies, but look around you, Anakin. You've traded one master who didn't trust you for another, who only wants to own you. You think Palpatine sees you as a hero? You're a weapon, and once a weapon has served its purpose, it's put on a shelf or broken." This is where the story changes forever, because Palpatine is no fool. He is monitoring that ship. He hears the conversation through Anakin's own comms. He realizes that if Ahsoka stays by Anakin's side, the boy will never truly belong to the Sith. The bond between them is stronger than the lure of the dark side. Suddenly, the 501st clones, the men Ahsoka led, the men Anakin commanded, step out from the shadows of the mining facility. Their blasters aren't aimed at the Jedi apprentice. They are aimed at both of them. A hologram flickers into life. Darth Sidious. His voice is a cold rasp. "Lord Vader, it seems your compassion for the girl is a weakness I cannot overlook. Commander Apo, execute Order 66. The surprise isn't that they fight. The surprise is that they fight together." "Back-to-back snips?" Anakin asks, the blue blade of his saber igniting alongside her white ones. "Just like old times, Sky Guy," she whispers. "They are a whirlwind of steel and light. Without the suit, without the heavy breathing and the mechanical limbs, Anakin Skywalker is the most dangerous being in the history of the Force." And with Ahsoka as his shadow, they don't just survive the ambush, they obliterate it. But as the last clone falls, the realization sinks in. They aren't Jedi, they aren't Sith, they are outcasts, and the galaxy is now their enemy. They don't stay in the Star Wars galaxy. They realize that as long as they are near the reach of the Empire, they will be hunted. They take a long-range scout ship, fueled by the desperation of two people who have lost everything but each other. They jump, not to a star system in the Outer Rim. They jump into the unknown. The final scene isn't a battle, it's a vision. Imagine a blue planet, a planet called Earth. It's peaceful, it's unsuspecting, and then the clouds part. A single, unidentified craft descends over a modern skyline. Anakin Skywalker looks out the viewport at our world. He doesn't see a place to protect. He sees a place to start over. A place where there is no council, no emperor, and no rules. Is this it? Ahsoka asks. Anakin's eyes turn a deep, permanent gold as he looks down at the lights of New York City. This is where the New Order begins. This was a story of what happens when loyalty outweighs dogma. If you enjoyed this what if and want to see the full cinematic breakdown of how Anakin and Ahsoka would conquer a modern Earth, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. This is the end of this video. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.